Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. As you guys can see by there's something tickling me. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, it is officially time to reorganize this library. So, with that being said, let's skedaddle. We're going to start by taking off the books off of my bookshelf, and then we are going to separate them into genres and then go from there. This is going to be a mess. I feel like I should preemptively sort, yeah. The only difference here, other than that bottom shelf, is I'm going to switch Outlander with Fourth Wing, I think. Oops. Jesus. Like I was saying though, I think I want to switch Outlander and Fourth Wing because I feel like Fourth Wing is just in an area that I really don't see very often, and I'm always like eye level with this level. So I feel like I want to move it down so I can enjoy them more than I currently am, if that makes sense. Not sure if you guys can see very well. Put my Outlander books up here because I don't really gravitate towards them, and I feel like you guys are always down here, so like this is where I put my favorites. Down here on the bottom, I've got the Caraval trilogy and the Shiver series. Yeah, Shiver. So I've got those 4 books there, but I sat them up this way because they're already read, and also because I was running out of bookshelf space here. But then I've got, yeah, all of my other fantasies there. Pretty much completed as much as I can for the time being. There will probably be some additions to the bottom, but right here I've got like just the general romance section, other than like I wanted all of my Emily Henry books in one spot, so they're all up here in their perfect little spots. And then yeah, I've got the rest of my romance there, and then down here I've got sports romance and just more romance, more romance. And then on the bottom shelf we've got some more sports romance and some more romance. And now we are going over to the next, and let's start over here. I'm still trying to figure out what genre I want to put down there because I felt like I wanted Harry Potter to stay here because I love this area for my Harry Potter books, and I don't know, felt like I wanted Harry Potter to stay there, but I may need to move the Harry Potter books. Ugh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have come to the conclusion that I do want to move my Harry Potter books over to to the shelf on the other side of my library. I just think it'll be better there. I might hate it. I did it. I did it! I finally reorganized my library. It is exactly the way I want it to be, and I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm so excited. Now, some of these shelves have not changed a bit, and it's the one that's over here, the one with my Wicked books on it. If you guys don't know where my Wicked books are, make sure you head over and watch my library tour video, because those ones are staying the same. This is gonna be a new library tour. So yeah, make sure before you watch this one, you have to watch the first one. So yeah, the bookshelf that has all of my Wicked books on it, those ones have pretty much stayed the same, except there is an addition over there. But yeah, we're gonna start over in this section of the library, and the things on the top of the shelves have not changed. It's just what is on these shelves. Over here, as you guys know, we start up here with my Les Mis and Showtime and my Stagecraft books. Those are just never going to move. I love them there. But we are going to get down to the first shelf over in this section, and this is where all of like my historical fiction and historical retellings are. So this is all of my historical fiction, and I've only read two books on that shelf, so I'm excited to go back in and read some more. But then we're going to go down to the very bottom shelf down here and disregard the bird feeder. I need to figure out where I want to hang that up. But down here we've got my banned book section and all of my annotation supplies. So yeah, that's all of my Jane Austen books. My Bad Austen, the worst stories Jane never wrote, my Jane Austen like autobiography, my Emma, Sense and Sensibility, and Pride and Prejudice. And then we go into just my general fiction, contemporary fiction, things like that. So yeah, I've got tons of contemporary fiction on here and some of my Frederick Bachman books, or Bachman, I'm not sure how you say his last name. But yeah, and then next on there, on this shelf, this little section, we've got some like dystopian and like, I don't even know how you would describe this shelf. I guess you could say it's just like a dystopian fiction, like things where I'm just like, that couldn't ever happen, but it could if the world tried hard enough. So yeah, that's all that's down there. My romance shelf. And up on that first shelf, like you guys had already seen, I've got my Emily Henry, some Allie Hazelwood. This is just all of my general romance books. Down here is some more contemporary romance, some more just general rom-coms. And then the bottom shelf is my sports romance. So all of my cute hockey players and football players and all of those fictional guys. Fantasy shelf. Up on the very top shelf, we've got my Outlander books with a really cool rock I found on a hike. My mom says it's just asphalt, but I think she's being a party pooper. And then we've got my ACOTAR books, minus the one that I'm currently reading, and then the tandem read to the Throne of Glass series, because those were the only ones I had in physical copy. And then next, I had to move my Fourth Wing books down. I felt like they weren't getting enough love for as much as I love those books. So we dropped them down a couple of shelves. We swapped with the Outlander books, and so yeah, I've got all of those over here with my cutie little bookend. And then yeah, as you guys saw down here, I've got my fantasy books and the ones that I've already read that I kind of ran out of space for, but still they deserved to be on the shelf. So they're right there. And then over here is the one that has pretty much stayed the same. We've got my Mischief Managed picture up there. We've got my Wicked books. We've got this cute little picture my brother's girlfriend got for me at Moves, Whenever You Move, and my little Michael Scott. But the only addition to this shelf is these guys. We finally have a shelf for my Magnolia Parks books. I think they deserve their own shelf, and you know what? That's just that. And then on the very bottom shelf, we have got also just disregard some of the clothes. This is where Sean's office or Sean's closet is. But then down on the bottom, we've got all of my I want to read these books this year. So they're all down there. And then I've got a beautiful edition of Great Expectations. And then the last shelf. Okay, we are over here at our last shelf. This is where I've got my Stephen King books and my Agatha Christie's and now my Harry Potters. But I've got this cute little squishmallow my neighbor got me for my birthday with my Harry Potter glasses and some, well, ibuprofen. And then, yeah, like I said, down here's got some Agatha Christie, some Alfred Hitchcock, the third book of the Cold-Blooded Myrtle series, and then I've got my thrillers and mysteries over here. And then down on the very bottom shelf is where we decided to put the Harry Potters, and I think they're really cute there, and it is literally as soon as you walk into my office, they are right here. So I am very, very, very happy with the way that my office turned out, the way that my shelves ended up, and now that you guys get to look at these guys all the time whenever we're in here, which makes me so happy. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment downstairs. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.